The mission of the Wild Nature Institute is to conduct scientific research on at-risk species and their habitats, to advocate for their protection, and to educate the public about the need to preserve wild nature. So our tagline is science, education, and advocacy for the preservation of wild nature. And we are actually a project of a 501c3 organization, so all donations are tax deductible to the Wild Nature Institute.
And we're in the process of gazetting ourselves as an NGO here in Tanzania. The main project is Maasai giraffe demography, and so we're using pattern recognition software to utilize their unique markings, because traditional wildlife biology, you have to catch the animal and subject it to some kind of traumatic capture, and then you affix some kind of mark to it, and it can be a little bit intrusive. So this is great because it's completely non-intrusive. We never touch the animals. We can use their natural markings and pattern recognition software and digital photography, and we can track thousands of animals without ever touching them, without ever interfering in their day-to-day existence.
All you need is a car, a camera, and a computer, and you can do this demography study.
Right, so we're getting great individual-based data on giraffes in the Tarangire ecosystem, and the second big project we have is the Tarangire Ungulate Observatory, TUNGO, and that is driving fixed route road transects throughout the ecosystem, and we are doing distance sampling, which means when we see a group of ungulates, we identify them to species, and then we count them by age and sex, and we get a distance from the road transect. And that helps us get densities and seasonal distributions and abundances. We'd like to continue the wildebeest project and expand into some other ungulates that have great coat patterns like zebras. And so if we had wildebeest and zebra and giraffe, that would be a great triumvirate of species to do photographic market capture on in terms of ungulates and migratory and sedentary species.
And I was going to mention that much like giraffes, there's very little known about demography of zebras as well. So there's a real scarcity of information about their demography. So that's a perfect opportunity for us to step in there and find out some of that data.
Mm-hmm. And it would be great to expand also possibly to a predator like leopards, which are legally hunted in Tanzania, even though there's no information about how many there are or what their distribution is. So that would be another great opportunity to use pattern recognition and digital photography to establish what's going on with that population.